Guys, it is 8 a.m. in the morning as I am filming this. I have been up now for probably about 24 hours. Um, yeah, I am tired as shit. But thankfully, in that time, I have seen Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice not once, but twice. And I now have a review for you guys. So here it is. So Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice, it picks up 18 months after the events of Man of Steel. We also get some quick scenes from Man of Steel in the beginning of the movie. And wow, okay, wow, I completely understand why Bruce wants to kick the shit out of Superman. I feel it. I feel his pain. I feel his aggravation. So 18 months later, you guys know there was a lot of destruction. A lot of people were pissed off. A lot of people in the real world, in our world, were pissed off. Oh, Superman doesn't kill. There's too much destruction, too much collateral damage. Okay, people, they heard you. They responded in kind with this movie, and honestly, they leave you in the same place, which is kind of funny. They leave you in the same place where if you didn't like Man of Steel, maybe you like this movie, maybe you don't. I think DC is doing a really interesting thing here where they're kind of like, yeah, we heard you, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna respond to your criticisms and answer your questions, but then we're gonna introduce some new questions which may piss you off just as much as that pissed you off. But for me, again, I liked it. Man of Steel, I liked. I thought it was good. I never really understood the hate people had for it. Let me just say this. If you're not a fan of DC Comics, if you don't read the comic books, if you don't know just the general basics of each DC character that is in this movie, then when you see certain things, it's just gonna be like, the fuck this, what? Like, huh? And that is a problem. But for me, as someone who reads comic books on both sides of the aisle, I loved it. I love that finally there was a comic book movie that was being made for the comic book fans. There's still a lot for the general audiences to enjoy, but there are those moments where they'll be kind of confused, like, what's happening here? I don't get that. But this movie, Superman, dealing with a lot, has to grapple with a lot. Batman, Bruce Wayne, dealing with a lot, has to grapple with a lot because he wants to kick the shit out of Superman, like I said, for destroying his building, which I believe we all know. I think we've all seen the picture of where he's holding the girl and you see the W or whatever that is, Wayne Financial. So that's what's up. That's what's going down. And ultimately, they did a good job with it. It is exactly what I wanted with Batman versus Superman. It is exactly what I wanted to see. This felt real. This felt like I understood Bruce's emotions, and I understood why he wanted to kick the shit out of Superman. And I understood why Superman wanted to stop Batman. It was very clear as day for me. A lot of people were saying this movie didn't tie its stories together well, and it felt rushed and felt disjointed and everything. And I completely disagree with those people. For me, the movie was not rushed. I feel like the beginning part of the movie up until the end part was very focused on telling the story and telling you why, what's about to happen, why that's happening, why it's important, what's going to go down. And I think everybody did a fantastic job in the movie. So Ben Affleck is Batman. Honestly, when I first heard that he was going to be Batman, I was like, no, what are you guys doing? No, no. But I ate crow happily because this dude was probably hands down one of the best Batman. I'm not going to give him the title of the best Batman, but he's one of them. He's also a really good Bruce Wayne. A lot of people don't understand that when you have an actor playing Bruce Wayne, they have to play Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's two totally different characters. Christian Bale was a great Batman. To me, he wasn't a great Bruce Wayne. George Clooney was a great Bruce Wayne, but not so much a great Batman, and so on and so forth. So Ben Affleck did a great job playing both sides of that coin, and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what they do next with him, and I really do hope they are doing a Batman movie. And I know there are a lot of rumors saying that they are, and it's going to be the Red Hood storyline. And if that's the case, fucking awesome. Okay, it's going to be fucking awesome. Superman, Henry Cavill. He was good. He's exactly. I mean, if you loved him in the first one, you love him here. If you hated him in the first one, well, it's the same Superman, so you're probably gonna hate him still. Maybe you like him a little bit more now because he's now in line with what you think of Superman being the Boy Scout. But he's still a little disillusioned and he's still learning. But I like the way he played him. I like the way he played, the learning Clark Kent, the learning Superman who wants to take on the bat, and he's still learning how to check his own power. Lois Lane, I thought she was still phenomenal. Amy Adams, I thought she was still phenomenal. I thought she was still good. Again, if you loved her in Man of Steel, you're going to love her here. If you hated her in Man of Steel, you'll probably like her a little bit more here. I saw somebody on Twitter complaining because she seemed like a weak female character. I completely disagree because Lois Lane is not a weak female character. Yes, she gets saved by Superman. She gets saved in every single comic by Superman. That's her character. She does that. She likes to throw herself in harm's way because she knows she has that safety net if anything happens. That's Lois Lane. That's always been Lois Lane. She still kicks ass, though, in a lot of the comics, and she still does her own thing. So I thought she was great. I understand the complaints, but understand there's a history, there's a reason why, there's a method to that madness. She's always done that. She's always thrown herself in harm's way because she has that safety net. So Gal Gadot, I'm not sure how to say her name because I haven't been paying attention to the interviews and stuff like that. As Wonder Woman, oh my God. Okay, so I've been waiting for a Wonder Woman movie for a long time now. I've wanted to see one for so long, and when I saw the DC animated movie of Wonder Woman, I was like, okay, why not just take this fucking animated movie, make it real life, make it live action, and put it up on the big screen. There you go. It's gonna be fucking brilliant. Who knows what we're getting next year with Wonder Woman? I'm excited to see it. Definitely a lot more excited to see it after seeing her as Wonder Woman in this movie. She did a great job. She was fucking fantastic. The only problem I had with her was the fact that, to me, as a comic book reader, she still seemed too thin. When I think of Wonder Woman, I think of someone who's a little bit beefier, and I think she could have accomplished that with maybe 5 to 10 pounds more. That's it. I'm not saying she needs to put on 20 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever, and just, I'm saying maybe 5, maybe 10 pounds, just because the camera already adds 10 to 15 pounds, I think it is. So 5 to 10 pounds, she would have been perfect size for Wonder Woman. Other than that, brilliant. So let's see what else. Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. I agree with a lot of people, a lot of reviewers, a lot of critics. If you didn't like what you saw in the trailers, you're not going to like him in the movie. That being said, when I watched the trailers, I admittedly laughed when I heard the red capes are coming line. I thought that was funny. But when you see it in the movie, it's like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that just happened. That shit just got real there. It was a lot deeper, and it was a lot, you understood what he was getting at. And so I think he played Lex Luthor right. I think he did a good job. And the thing to remember is he's playing Alexander Luthor Jr. I don't think that's a spoiler. There were a lot of articles that said that. There was a lot of things going around that said he wasn't actually playing Lex. He was playing Lex's son. Um, and I think he did a good job. I think it was brilliant. I think it was awesome. The one thing that kind of bothered me about him was just that, you know, he had his hair the whole time, which is not a big thing. It's kind of silly, actually. Anywho, but I thought he did a good job. I thought he played kind of more of like a Joker Lex Luthor, which was really interesting to see. It was a really fresh new take on Lex Luthor. Jeremy Irons, aka Scar, as Alfred. Oh my god, dude. This guy, first off, I think he's an amazing actor, period, hands down. But seeing him as Alfred, I was like, okay, more please. Because Jeremy Irons played that sarcastic, dry, British humor version of Alfred that I know and love and wanted to see more of. I think Michael Caine did a good job. I felt like he was too upbeat when he made his jokes, whereas this one was kind of just like matter of fact, like kind of that sarcastic asshole, and I loved it. Now, for the story overall, I thought it was a good story. I know Screen Junkies did a review, and Dan Murrow, who I actually agree with a lot of the times, I actually disagree with him here, which is not a surprise. I usually disagree with them when they talk about DC movies. But he said it seems like there were 5 stories in this one movie, and I disagree with that. I think there were 3 stories. And I know you're thinking, oh, that's not really a big deal. You're still pretty much right. Oh, you're taking his ways 2 stories. Well, not really. See, whereas he thinks there's like all these different ones, I think there's 3 stories that are just very simple. There's the Batman story that sets up his motivations, why he does everything. There's the Superman story that sets up his motivations and why he wants to take on the Bat. And then there's the Batman versus Superman story, which is the overarching story that everything fits into, that involves all the other characters. So, there. Yeah, there's only 3. And they fit well together. They connect well together. They flow very well. The only problem I had with the flow was the chopping. And that was it. Scenes would happen and then cut, next scene, cut, next scene. And it worked because the story still flowed very well, but it hurt because it just was like, okay, now I'm out of that scene, next scene. Now I'm out of that scene, next scene. And that was a problem. Doomsday, I want to talk about that really quickly because that's more of a spoiler conversation. And like I said before, we're going to be doing the spoiler conversation today, and we'll be posting it on Monday. That was one of the things I was ultimately really worried about. When I saw the first trailer, not the first trailer, but when I saw the trailer where they introduced or showed Doomsday for the first time, initially I was like, no, no. And then when I thought about it and remembered that who Doomsday is and what he does, I was like, okay, hopefully that's the way they do it. And that's the way they do it. They did Doomsday right. The action, yeah, but the action, it's quick. It honestly is like the last 45 minutes of the movie. But there are other action sequences in the movie. But don't go looking for just, you know, I hate to say it, like a Marvel movie where there's action every 10 minutes. No, there's the story that's going to build you up and build you into the action so you understand fully why they're fighting and what's going down. I've been kind of getting disillusioned with the superhero movies, the comic book movies, just because there's been so many Marvel movies, and those Marvel movies have been kind of very, I don't know, repetitive to me. And because of that, I've been kind of just, you know, like losing interest. And admittedly, I do like DC Comics. I do love Marvel Comics. I am a little bit more biased in favor of DC just because I love the Green Lantern. So there's that. So going into this movie, having seen Deadpool this year, which kind of brought me a little bit back into comic book movies, this movie definitely has brought me back into comic book movies. The ending, I absolutely enjoyed the ending. Thought it was great. And honestly, guys, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything left to say. Like I said, there's going to be a spoiler conversation with me and Aaron, or Aaron and I, what the hell ever. I'm tired as shit, guys. It's early in the morning and I haven't slept since yesterday morning. Um, so it was a good movie. We'll be doing a spoiler conversation today and uploading it on Monday. If you guys have seen the movie already, let me know in the comments what you thought. Let me know if I got something wrong. Let me know if you disagree with me. Let me know if I got it right and you agree. And if you do think it was a really good movie and you think my review is correct, or maybe you think my review is incorrect but you still like my review, go ahead and click the like button and go ahead and subscribe to DarkLion Collective. Like I said, we haven't done a video in a while. We know we've just been going through and dealing with a lot, so we're trying to get it back together, and we'll be doing a lot more videos here soon. And we also have some very big things coming for you guys, and we'll also be doing a lot more movie reviews. So stay tuned. Keep watching. We love you guys. Peace.